I don't know if anyone's in here yet. I can't see yet. I'm trying to get it pulled up. Brian, good to see you. So I'm gonna work on I'm gonna work on some other things right now. Stream's gonna go about an hour because I'm on my GoPro. So I'm not gonna work on that kitchen knife I've been working on. I'm gonna try to do a different stream a little later this evening where I'm gonna work on that kitchen knife. So just kind of waiting for a minute to get set up. Here's these handles I glued up last night. So I had to chip them off of that piece of tile. It stuck better than I thought it would. What's up, Eric? Good to see you. Thanks for joining me. Hope you're having a good afternoon. I hope everybody's doing good. All three of those knives I did are in the oven tempering. They're just about done. They got about 2 more minutes left. No, I'll get out of there. And I'll be taking them out, and then I'm going to work on the two littler ones. Like I said, later on I'm going to do the kitchen knife I've been working on. And I'll do that in a vertical stream like I have been. I just don't want to change it up. I've been doing it in that vertical stream the whole time, so I'm going to continue doing it that way on that one. I'm trying to find something to listen to. I mean, this is a good song, but just not feeling anything right now. Sure, I'm gonna get in trouble for it, but screw it. I don't know. Actually, I'm not sure. I've only got the one copyright strike a couple days ago, and all it really said is that you can't watch it in Russia and Belarus. So that's probably not really that big of a deal. All right. My dog's over here sniffing the ground everywhere, making sure there's nothing to eat or whatever. I don't know what she's looking for. It's a little bit over 60 degrees out here. You see my dog getting into everything. Yeah, I'm watching you. I'm watching you. Uh-huh. Won't you just relax? The vertical stream does tend to get a lot more people in it, I noticed. I get some randoms in there, and they come and go. One person scrolls through, and one person's leaving, someone else is showing up. Of course, this one with the GoPro. I can't schedule them, and I notice when I can't schedule them, I don't get as many views. But it is so dang convenient to just have the camera follow you around. If I kind of pay attention a little bit, I can keep it on what I'm doing pretty good. Alright, let's pull these out. So they're in here at 400. We'll turn this off. This is actually the second tempering cycle I've done on them. So it's hard to tell, but they got kind of a little straw color on them in the areas that aren't black, which is what you're going for. If I'd have sanded them down clean before I tempered them, you'd have looked for that little straw color on there. So actually, the kitchen knife, I do want to do a little bit. I might do a little bit of work on this in the stream because I want to keep the heat in it. I need to set it down on something flat, but I think it's got a little warp in it, so I'm going to do a little straightening, which I will do. I'll do it in the oven. I'll get it hot and kind of gently coax it into shape. So I like this. I like this knife. I like that pattern. I'm going to work on this one first. I'm probably going to put these ones on it. The OD Green Canvas Micarta. Because I like the OD Green Canvas Micarta too. Let's see, we got someone else in here. Let me see who it is. Oh, Brian, again. You just ordered a keychain. Well, right on, man. I will get that sent out in the next couple days here. I appreciate it. I really do. You know, it means a lot. I've had that Etsy store for a long time. I made one sale on it. It's just not been that great for me. If you got one of these, man, I don't know where it is. Brian, do you got one of these right here? One of these Buck 110 knives that everyone, not everyone, but they're pretty popular. If you got one of these, I will throw a sheath in there for it. Yeah, they're a pretty cool idea. It's just something, I was bored and looking for something to come up with, and I made those. See, we got a little bit of a rock in this one too. I don't know if you're seeing what I'm showing. You think you do? Alright, I'll send you one. If you got something close to that size, it'll fit in there too. See, this one's got just ever so slight warp in it too. Yeah. Yeah. My dad actually didn't have one, but he bought me one, bought my brother one. Man, this is a commercial. This isn't even a song that I want to listen to. The knife my dad always had was a case that I do have now. Let's see. I really should try to straighten this one a little bit before I start on it. Let's look at the other one, see how straight it is. My metal that I started with was a little warped when I started. So And I kind of knew that. So I kind of expected them all to be just a little warped. I actually have to go to the post office. Well, today's Saturday, so tomorrow's Sunday. Give me a couple days because I have to go to the post office. I'll go on Tuesday either way. I'm pretty sure I have to go Tuesday to send something else out. But if I don't, I'll go regardless. So, which one is... Okay, yeah, this one's actually good. So I guess I'll work on this one. And I'm gonna work on... I'll show y'all how I'm gonna straighten that one. Keep losing keys. That's something... I could see that being frustrating. I'm pretty good at not doing it. What's up, Ghetto? Good to see you. Hope you're having a good day. I still haven't got everything unpacked out here. I have a hard time finding stuff. One of these days, that'll be the whole project. Just come out here and clean and unpack. And somewhere in here, I should have a C-clamp. Alright. Let's go over to a different toolbox. You can barely hear me over the music. Crazy. Music's not even... It's on 7 on the TV. It's barely on. I think he just doesn't like the music. See, mice are in all my freaking drawers, man. Every single one of them here. I should have some freaking C-clamps somewhere. There we go. Jackpot. There's a couple of C-clamps. A couple of old rusty sockets. Got my little makeshift dog barrier here. Yeah, that's been an ongoing thing too in the house. I'm just constantly trying to catch them. No, I believe you. I believe you, Ghetto. Is it better now? This GoPro mic is so weird because some things it drowns out the machine sounds fairly decent. You can hear them, but they're not crazy loud. But then something like some music in the background is loud. So I get it. Alright. So here's how I do this. Take two something. Doesn't really matter what they are, but something to hold it up off of this thing. Yeah, I got one the other day. I was just talking about it. All it said is it couldn't be played in Russia or Belarus. And then it gives you an option. It'll just go in there and cut the music out for you, and that's what I did. There's only one song. It was Chili Peppers. Okay, you got another small knife that will fit in there. I will definitely send you one. Okay, so you can see, I don't know if you can see or not, but this is pretty flat. So it don't rock on that side, but if you put it, it's got a little rock in it. It seems to be pivoting right about in this area, so that's where I want to squeeze to bend it. So I'm going to take this, let's do this again, right about on this front hole, just a little in front of it. So I'm going to take this, put it like there. It would help better if my sockets were closer to the same size, but that's what I got. Yeah, that's what we got. A bunch of these little tiny suckers that run around here, man. And they're pretty much trying to take over this building. Okay, so I'm just putting enough pressure on it right now. I know it's probably really close. You can't see what I'm doing. You're getting regular live chat because I'm on my GoPro right now. And that's also why I'm not working on that kitchen knife I've been doing, because I'm going to do that on the vertical later probably. So this one's only going to go about an hour before my camera quits. Okay, so I'm putting just enough tension on here to hold it all in there. Not really doing any bending yet. But that's how I'm going to set it up. And then I'm going to put this in the oven. This actually might not fit. This clamp might be too big. And then when it warms up, I will tighten it down a little and bend it a little more. No, all I have out here for heat is I got a little buddy heater, or whatever they're called, Mr. Heater thing, propane heater. This thing right here. It's really not even that cold out today. I probably really didn't even need it. But you know, why be cold? So yeah, I'm not even sure this is gonna, yeah, see, that's not gonna fit. I gotta find a different clamp. I had a feeling. There's supposed to be a clamp with this piece that's the one that I always used that fit. Ugh. Let's see what we got. Grab them all. Let's see if we can get a smaller socket. Just kind of get the whole thing smaller. Yeah, it's all right. I like it. I did finally get the little hose that you attach to it to run off the like a 20-pound tank, like your barbecue uses, and that's a game changer for sure. 'Cause when you're using them little 1-pound bottles, it gets to be a pain. Let's see. But when it gets cold, when it gets real cold out, it doesn't do much. It'll warm it up a couple degrees, maybe 10 degrees, but it takes a long time. Alright, so yeah, this one just barely does not fit, of course. Maybe. Nope. I've never had to use it for the power going out, but if it gets there, I will. Man, I feel like if I could get just a little, well, let's see. Yeah, the small cans, man, they only, you know, they go 4 or 5 hours. But yeah, I bought the little hose. I don't remember, it wasn't too much, 20 bucks or something. And then I can run the bigger tanks. It's way cheaper too, because, I mean, I guess propane must be pretty cheap right now, because the big tanks were pretty cheap when I went and got it the other day. Alright, I feel like this clamp is still going to be too big. But let's just try it. I had like a certain one that was, it was a smaller clamp. I wonder if it was this one. It might be this one. This barely doesn't fit. Let's see if it fits in the oven like this. Nope. Alright. I know how I can get this to work. We just need the right size small sockets. The smaller the better. They only get so small down on the end I need it to be. Alright, I think this will be just enough to... The screen I'm watching on lags so bad. I'm still over at the toolbox on that one. Okay. It might be just enough to get this one to work. Nope. Alright. Alright, plan D. This is going to be loud. All right. Now it's gonna fit. There we go. Now I'm not sure. Make sure I'm getting ready to bend it the right way. Yeah, okay. This one. And I hear some voices outside. And again, just enough to hold it all together. Start bending on it too much, you could break it. So then I'm gonna put it in the oven. Oh, the oven is too hot. So I need to let it come back down. That looks like it is. All right. So put it in there and let it warm up. And when it warms up, I'll pull it out and start tightening it down just a little bit. You got to kind of overbend it. It's a lot of trial and error. You got to overbend it, and then it'll come back to the size you want. There was a clearance deal on them at Walmart. Yeah, they do go on sale now and then. I always kind of stock up on them around hunting season, whatever time of year that is, and in the summer. All right, so here's this one. This one ever so slightly is rocking too, but I need one of them to work on. Can't be straightening them all at the same time. No, I haven't. Is there a problem with the sound? It's probably just me talking too quiet, because I feel like the sound on the GoPro is actually pretty good. So yeah, this one needs just a tiny bit of straightening, but I'm gonna clean it up a little before I do that, and something to work on while that other one's heating up. I got these 3 knives I'm working on, and then I got this little batch up here, and then I'm kind of out of projects for a minute. So, all right. Start on this one, cleaning up the flat sides. This is probably going to be loud too. Warning. now that it's heat treated, I do got to be really careful that I don't get it too hot, or it will mess up my heat treatment. So I tempered at 400 degrees. If I get it over 400 degrees, it will start losing hardness. It'll temper it more. If you go too much, it'll lose a lot. So I try to not wear gloves or use push sticks or anything. That way I know when it's getting too hot. It starts burning your hand. All right. What's up, Brian Griffin? Good to see you. So, I'm not working on the kitchen knife I've been working on. I'm working on... Might cancel out more outside noise. I gotcha. I'm working on this one here right now. And I got another one kind of like it that I'm working on straightening a little bit in the oven. And later on this afternoon, evening, I'm going to do the vertical stream where I film with my phone and work on that other one that I've been working on. YouTube's trying to get me to sign in. What am I doing? Oh, I cleaned up just enough yesterday that I don't know what happened to my... There we go. I don't know where my Allen wrench went. Yeah, it is a lot of work. I haven't even got into some of the hand sanding and stuff, depending on the finish. I'm not sure what kind of finish I'm going to put on these. Sometimes I do a finish that I do with the machine, with a Scotch-Brite belt, and it leaves a pretty nice finish. Well, it leaves a really nice finish. It looks really good. But sometimes I also do a hand sanded finish where I go up to like at least 320, sometimes 800. And that one, I mean, it's definitely a lot more work. I want to say it looks better, but I don't know if it actually does. They both look good. It's just a different finish. And it's definitely a lot more work though. I'm trying to look at the comments and do this at the same time. It's not really working. One or the other. This is my little stop piece. Controls me going too far past where I want to go. some of them vertical live streams really get some views, man. Kind of exciting. I've been making videos on YouTube for almost 5 years. Finally started to be able to get a few more viewers through those. It's kind of nice. Here's my calipers. I guess I put them away. Sorry, baby girl, you're right there. I think I hit the dog with the chair. What y'all doing today? Relaxing? I can't see what I'm doing. Here. I use these totally the way you're not supposed to use them. I'm actually going to use them to scratch a line on here so I can mark it the same side to side. I don't know if that shows up or not, but scratch the line right there, and then I'll lock these down so when I flip it over I'll be able to do the same thing. Repeat it. So, looking at the edge here, it's kind of thick here. I knew that was going to happen. And then I don't know how well y'all can see this either. It's definitely thick out here on the end where I was trying not to take too much off. And then from about here to here is real thin. I need to try to not grind there. Yeah, raining, just relaxing a little. It's, I don't know, it looked like it rained when I woke up this morning. And then it sprinkled a little bit since I've been up, but nothing much. But it's also nice. It's not windy. It's just good weather. I need these. It's not real sunny, but not cold. So that's all I could ask for. I see it pretty good now. So that's where I first touched it, and just hitting the edge. That's the second time, and this third time it's starting to go up. Just trying to get it matched up to that angle real good before I turn the speed up too much and ruin something. Getting close. That'll probably work. Clean up this side, and then I'm going to go over to that oven and work on the one I'm trying to straighten in there. So I only want to do a pass or two with the 36 grit belt here, and then I'm going to switch over to a 120. And then I think I decided I'm gonna hand sand finish this one, so from there it'll be all hand sanding. I should have been a little more clear. A couple passes on this. I need to do a lot more up here, and I'm going to need to do some more over here. But most of this I don't want to do a lot of sanding on. I got to be real careful that I don't get it too hot. Especially out here on right on the tip. You don't want much metal there, it wants to get hot. What's up, Indy? Good to see you. Thanks for coming in. I enjoyed your live last night. Going real easy on it, trying to sneak up on it. Get it too hot, it'll be ruined. Yeah, I was there the whole time. A lot of times we put it on the TV and then I listen until I have to comment, and then I gotta go grab my phone, and once someone says something I gotta comment, I gotta go grab the phone so I can comment. Again, I really got to take it a lot more easy after the heat treat. Well, before the heat treat, you pretty much just get it as hot as you can handle and really put some pressure on it and run the machine fast. But after, you got to be a little gentle. Alright, I think I'm gonna, I was gonna say I'm gonna stop there, but I'm not. I always say that, and I think never when I'm gonna do it. What I'm looking at is I'm looking at my line I scribed on there. So I keep stopping. I'm getting real close to it. Still need to take some more off of the tip. Not overheating it. I don't know if you're still here, Indy, but the kitchen knife I've been working on, I've been doing on the vertical streams. I'm gonna try to pick that up this afternoon on a vertical stream again. So I'm just kind of doing something else right now. Kind of the deal with that one is I'm doing the whole thing start to finish live. I started it on the vertical one, so that's where I'm going to keep doing it. Switch to a 120. When you get up to these higher grit belts, like I just went from 60 to 120, they create a lot more heat. So the finer the belt, the more it'll heat up the piece. So you gotta be even more careful now. All I'm really doing with this one, I'm not trying to actually remove any material. I'm just trying to get rid of 60 grit scratches and trade them for 120 grit scratches, so that when it's time to hand sand, it's a little easier. Alright, that looks pretty good. What's up, Cheryl? Better be cherry. Alright, so that side's ready for hand sanding. And get this side ready next. But first I gotta do this thing I got going on over here. Someone in the way. Why can't I get my screen to turn on? There we go. Right in the middle. Okay. So earlier I was showing this one. It's got a little warp in it. They all have a little warp in them. I'm trying to straighten it. This is what I got going on here. It's kind of warm. I really need two hands to do this. Two hands with good gloves on. Let's see. So now it's warm. It should be way less likely to break. I don't know if you could see. I've got a little bit of a bend in there. I'm going to do just a little more. You do kind of got to overdo it. It's going to spring back. I'll put this back in here for a couple minutes. And then I'll take it out and let it cool down and see what it did. So. Back to this one. I'm going to straighten this one a little bit too. I just needed something to work on while I was waiting for that one. Jeez. Made a lot of noise for just laying there. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If I remember right, I think Cheryl was one of them strawberry cheesecake people. Which I guess is better than none. Man, you too. I mean, it doesn't even sound right. It's cherry cheesecake. Strawberry cheesecake just doesn't even sound right. Just saying. Oh, I forgot to mark my line. That's alright, I can still do it. Maybe. Yep. I got y'all staring at my feet. Yep, I do. Oh man, it's about taste too. I like them both. I like all sweets, man. It is definitely a thing. I like them all. A couple things I'm not real fond of, but for the most part, I like all sweets. Too much. Cherry Hostess filled things. I mean, I like them. Like the little pies. I definitely remember those. They're like cherry and apple and yeah, they're amazing. I want one about right now. Well, I mean, I like all that stuff. I like Twinkies, all that junk. Yeah, them little pies, man. They still have them. They're not quite the same, but every now and then, you know, I'm at a gas station, I'll pick one up. I mean, pie's better than cake. I don't know. Tomato. Depends on the cake. Not if it's got cream cheese frosting on it. Back when I was a kid, we had it was a Rainbow Bread store, and they sold like the day old bread and stuff and all that there. It was right up the street from my house, and we used to go there all the time, and they'd have all that stuff. You could get the little moon pies for like a nickel. I know I sound old, but it wasn't that long ago. And I think it was 10 cents. They had like the little Rice Krispie ones, like the Star Crunch or whatever. Got the Rice Krispies with the chocolate and caramel. They were real cheap. And then you could get your little plastic barrel of sugar water for 10 cents. Lemon pies. I love a lemon pie. I like lemon cake. I like that stuff, man. Just sneaking up on this, trying not to overheat the tip here. My little jig here is like sticking, hanging up. Alright, that's as far as I want to go. This one. Switch over to the 120. Like I said, I like it all. There's a few things, I don't know. I can't even name them, but there's a couple things I'd be like, and I'd still eat it. Sweets. But definitely favorites. Sitting here thinking about how we don't got none. No sweets, but then that's not true. We do have ice cream. I guess that's where I'm going to be going after this. What's up, Devil Dog? Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. I haven't checked my camera battery for a minute. I don't know how long. I know it only goes an hour or so and then it quits. So that's warm. Alright, I think I'm gonna call that good for this one. On this side, where's my wrench? There it is. Alright, this next machine's pretty loud, so be warned. Sour cream raisin pie. I mean, sometimes I like, I'll probably get down with it. Raisins aren't my favorite, but sometimes I do like them. Certain things. Alright, so this is ready for, I'm going to try to do a little bit of that straightening like I am that other one in there. But it's, besides that, it's ready for some hand sand. Well, I need to go around the edge still. I forgot about that. Let's do that now. Usually I do that first. Still gotta clean that part up. I'll do that with the Dremel a little later. So anyway, hit it on this one again because I got a little burr now. There's definitely got to be an Amish store around here somewhere. I don't know where though. So, all right, we'll call that done for now and see how this other thing is doing over here. And I'm trying to straighten out a little bit. Give it a tiny bit more. And I'm just gonna set it there and let it cool off for a little bit, and we'll see if it straightens. Sometimes you go too far and overbend it. So, where are we at on time here? Hour and 16 minutes. Camera's actually doing pretty good. There was an Amish store down by me when I lived in Montana. I never made it there. Because they only took cash and checks. And I didn't even know people still had checks, and I never seemed to have cash when I was driving by. I always forgot, so. I think these are the ones I'm going to do for the handle for this one. OD green canvas micarta. Oh no, no. I'm going to do those on the other one. I'm going to do these ones on this one. Which is, I can't read it. Cross-cut natural linen micarta. So it's, I've never used this one before. Should have an interesting design. You can kind of see all the layers in the micarta. Usually they cut it this way, so the layers are like this in your piece, but this cross cut, so the layers are like this. So all right, well, I think I'm gonna end this one. Hopefully I'll come back in a couple hours, probably later on in the evening, and I'm gonna work on that chef's knives I've been working on. It's gonna have these pink liners and black micarta handles. So thank you, Brian, and I do appreciate you going there and buying that keychain. Like I said, I'll get it sent out here soon, and I'll throw that little something extra in there for you. Take it easy, Devil Dog, Cheryl, Brian, Indy. Oh, you know, Ghetto might still be lurking. 2 Brians. Anyways, y'all have a good one. I gotta figure out how to end the stream. I'll be forgetting.